Well, you're here. You've made it. Hoorah! We're glad you're here, but I have to warn you, watch out for pufferfish. Where is here, you may ask? This is the MindGriller Server. And I'm GravityFiller, and this is Cow. Cow and I paddled out to do some scuba diving. But we have to be careful for those auto-inflating fish. They're small and sneaky, and they seem to travel in packs with their pufferfish friends. Cow and I were just talking about the benefits of traveling in packs with friends. I was just trying to console Cow because we weren't invited to a server that he really wants to play on. He seemed to look quite askance at me when I was explaining to him how people get onto other servers. You know, there's a whitelisted server and only certain people can play on it, and you have to be on the list. And every time I came up for a breath of air, Cow would mumble words like nepotistic or nepotic or cronytistic or cronyocracy. And just as I was about to regret investing time in improving Cow's vocabulary, he came up with networked and hired, bro-abled, a waiter at the old boys club. And of course, Buddy McBuddyface and Kissy Tushy Breath. Now, I don't like to coddle his negative thoughts, and I am one to enjoy an alternative point of view. I was floating the idea to Cow that it is as though players already on the server want to play with someone they already know. I imagine it would also be who they would invite to a party. I'm going to invite this guy not because he's a great partier, but because he makes me laugh. And I'm going to invite this guy to our server, not because he's great at Minecraft, but because he's fun. That seems a bit reasonable to me, but I understand that FOMO is a real thing. It's quite upsetting to Cow when he hears that other people are invited to whitelisted servers, but he's not. I would propose that maybe it's not the best to always be invited. For example, it's my understanding, and don't sue me if I'm wrong, but I believe you had to be invited to join the board of directors for Theranos. It was run by American biotechnology entrepreneur, giggle, insert parenthetical, irony-free, incredulous laugh here, Elizabeth Holmes. She's since been convicted of fraud. Now, I don't want to waddle in schadenfreude, and a lot of people's lives were capsized. Fun fact, did you know that her father was a former Enron executive? This sui generis, wholly parenthetical, apropos of nothing piece of trivia has been brought to you by our sponsor, which is, of course, Riri's Cookie Cutter Clumps. Yeah, well, no, I have no sponsors. I just wanted to see how it would feel if I did. Quite exciting. Anyone got a single drop of blood they want to lend me? Anyways. We have things to do today. Well, now the most observant among you may have already surmised that I often have a to-do list with me. And today is no exception. In order to complete the monumental task on my to-do list, we're going to have to do a bunch of little things beforehand. And first things first, we have to return to shore. I think it's best if I row in the raft with Cow. My previous attempts to get Cow to learn to swim haven't been so successful. No. Now, buoyancy of our bovine friends notwithstanding, the first thing on my to-do list is to find a sort of, I'm going to call it parchment paper. Valuable but potentially worthless pieces of paper remind me of something which potentially may or may not be true. But I believe you had to be invited to let Bernie Madoff invest funds for you. I think it turned out that his scheme was that if you were rich enough to invest money with him, he should only take it from people who could afford to lose it. Presence of forethought. Too bad he couldn't predict the unavoidable end to a Ponzi scheme better. Now. All groups are not bad groups, and not being invited is not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes I hear Cow grumbling about how we weren't invited to this or that server or to this or that event. Yeah, this morning it was, Avasti matey, what do I see here? The eagle-eyed among you may have already noticed something which had slipped my hawse. There is a conspicuous piece of wood under the water. Now, speaking as someone who's often wrong, including right now, I believe we've discovered a sunken ship. It's very exciting. A buried treasure ship, wow. I'm going to start digging right away because I'd rather do that than listen to Cow complain about why we weren't invited to the Met Gala. again. Cow thought it would be better if we knew the reason why we weren't invited. And then you think, well, it's a matter of taste and preference. Yeah, well, then I think who makes better aesthetic choices, them or ChatGPT 2? Well, now look here. Parchment papers in hand, so we can cross one item off our to-do list. Do you ever notice that the people who want to hang out with you are probably not the people you want to hang out with? And the people you want to hang out with don't want to hang out with you. Did you know after Groucho Marx got disillusioned with the Friars Club of Beverly Hills, he sent them a telegram. And the telegram said, I don't want to belong to any club that will accept me as a member. Well, okay then. I wonder if the members of the Friars Club smelt like unbathed llamas. Now, we must not get distracted by the pungent smell of patchouli and gangrenous flesh. Anyways, I have to go see what Cow's up to. And then we're gonna have to see where this piece of parchment paper leads us. I'm already quite excited. As you may already know, you're guaranteed to find one thing inside a chest, and that is a heart of the sea. Hoorah! Alright then, let's get back to Cow and head on out. We have other things to check off our to-do list. Well, hello, Cow. Did you miss me? I missed you. Cow, we're making mincemeat of our to-do list. No offense. The next thing we have to do is find a bunch of green, slimy zombies. I'm afraid we've only just begun on what promises to be a very long journey. It's getting dark. Oh no, I think we're in a thunderstorm. This can't be good. Maybe in this case it would be best if I slept. And since I can't sleep on the raft, the only place to sleep is at the bottom of the ocean. Here we go. Glug, 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 glug. And now it's time to sleep the sleep of tiny Elvi. Pleasant dreams, Cow. Don't get hit by lightning. Do you smell a bacon cheeseburger? Well, hey, good morning. Do you ever have dreams that you can't remember? I have them all the time. Even when I was young, I didn't remember my dreams. I don't know why that is. I was just explaining to Cow, who's become a little bit incredulous and obstinate, that I don't remember how I got what I got. And it's not because it took me more than 20 days. And it's certainly not because I died more than 25 times. Therefore, it is without reckless abandonment that I can claim that this is definitely not a pizza. It may not be surprising, but Cow and I both love pizza. But the events that we were just discussing were directly responsible for the procurement of these non-pizzas. Now, the most pedantic among you may have already commented below that they're not called non-pizzas, and I will reluctantly concede this point just this once, because it's not a lie that they could be called a not a lie. Alright, anyways. We have places to go and things to do. Uh-oh, I think that just ruined my surprise. As you may have guessed, we're at an ocean monument. It's just there under the water. Inside lives 3 elder guardians, and I have a special way to get rid of them. I'm not gonna do it alone. Cow's gonna help, because drinking a bucket of milk is the secret antidote. Now, as you may have noticed, the spooky guardian gave me mining fatigue. But Cow's milk can fix that. So I'm gonna dig down underneath the whole monument so I can collect some prismarine blocks and build a sort of cage around the conduit. Good thing I'm not lactose intolerant. I think I'm gonna have to drink a lot of milk. Uh-oh, spooky guardian head again, which means I can't break any blocks, but I can certainly place some. Now look here, a cobblestone shelter. And underneath it is a conduit surrounded by prismarine. These guardians are more annoying than someone who ends every sentence like it's a question. Now, my contraption isn't complete until I break this cobblestone. It's turned on, look. The big eye in the center is sending out a bunch of baby eyes, and they're attacking the elder guardian. I can't believe it, look. Wow, it's taking damage. Uh-oh. Wow. Now, Cow, there's no need for concern. We're perfectly safe up here. Guardians don't care about you once you're out of the water. I'm certain this is true.
No.
Anyways, we crossed off quite a few things on our to-do list today. We collected some nautili. We mined under a monument. And I drank enough milk to give me a sore stomach. And that's not all. But the true hero of today was Cow. Now, Cow, false modesty is not an attractive bovine trait. It just exacerbates your bone-chilling separation anxiety. So with that said, it's time for us to say our goodbye. See you later. Totsiens, Totso.